What's going on, people? What's going on? Sunday afternoon. I'm here with the girls at the park. Emma, here, working on all the things we work all the time. Working on here. Emma, here. This is a good correction, which segues to the subject that I'm going to talk about today, which is punishment and accountability. A lot of people in the dog training world want to step away from these subjects because right now we have this trend. Somehow people think that if we get rid of accountability and punishment, we somehow are going to live in a society where everybody's simply going to know what to do, when to do, and are going to behave fairly, which is simply not true. Now, when it comes to dogs, we usually try to bring that same concept to their training, and we want to believe that we should do away with punishment. We should just reward them for good behavior. And just like that, they're going to adjust. They're just going to simply know what to do, right? Now, what I think is funny is that theory doesn't even work with us that have the intellectual ability to process information and interpret information, let alone for dogs that don't have that capability at all. So it really is a huge trap for all dog owners. People that say that kind of thing, they will put fear into you and make you feel bad because you want to hold your dog accountable. You want to punish them for bad behavior. But what they don't tell you is that when you don't do that, there's no other option to make that relationship work. Mainly what I'm saying is that the reason why we see so many dogs being put to sleep every year, being abandoned, being left alone, or being neglected is simply because we don't want to hold them accountable. We don't want to punish them or hold them accountable, which is a huge mistake. I think it's the same mistake that we make with humans. Overall, people want to step away from that because people bring that into a personal perspective. They don't want to be held accountable and they don't want to be punished. Therefore, they bring that same idea or ideology into their dogs' lives, making them a hostage of a dystopian ideology that can only kill them in the end. So it's really funny, right? Because we want to avoid accountability and punishment at all costs for ourselves, but somehow we think this is fair for our dogs when it's really not. If we bring examples into our own lives and we look at society in general and how we have to live, how we have to actually behave in society, you're going to see that we are held accountable all the time. If we don't pay our rent, if we don't pay our bills, if we don't show up to work, or, I can go down the list. We have so many examples of that, yet we still think it's okay somehow to raise dogs without that and ask them to behave properly. It's just not going to happen. Individual, animal, human, whatever you want to use as an example, we are a product of the environment and the rules we live by, right? So if there are no rules, what's going to stop you from doing something bad? What is going to stop you from hurting somebody, from misbehaving in public, from being negligent? Really, the only thing that will stop you from doing anything like that is a rule that is going to be imposed, and you're going to be held accountable if you break that rule, meaning punishment. So this concept is not new. It's actually fairly old, yet we want to step away from it every single time. We do this because we want to avoid accountability for ourselves. When we raise dogs and we never punish them and we never hold them accountable, we are exempting ourselves from that responsibility. We are stepping away from our own accountability, which is simply not fair for them. Let's jump into the training. While I was talking to you, I was holding them accountable over here on that same exercise I show you guys all the time, right? So what are we going to do now? Emma was running, so now I'm going to do a little bit of a heel. Pipa, come on. We're going to walk around calmly, hold her accountable right here. I don't want her to pass me by or get too excited, right? So Emma, here. See, direction with the e-collar. This is a good example. Sometimes the dog is tired or distracted. Tap on the e-collar, bring them back. Keep working. Heel. Good job. So e-collar, always remember, verbal command, tap on the e-collar. The stimulation on the e-collar is always going to be the same. The command is going to be different. So that's why you have to verbalize a little bit more when you train the dogs. Give them clear commands so they know what to do. Command, tap on the e-collar, follow through, okay? Always do the same exercise here, which is I break the runs, put them on a down command, let them relax, do a little bit of heel, park them again, and restart. Come on. Down. Good. You see they have a good verbal response, and the e-collar is just simply to hold them accountable right here. This is super important. People don't understand that, but every time I go out to a social setting, I show this to you guys so you can see it very clearly how I have to use this every single time on a real world scenario. And this really here is just practice. In order for them to be good at this, down, I have to constantly remind them that this is the proper way to go. So right now we have a whole bunch of kids playing. This is a Sunday afternoon. Everybody's out. What do they have to do? Not interrupt, not intervene, not get in the way. This is not about them. It's not about the kids. We're working here. So yes, kids are gonna run, speak loudly or whatever. All they have to do is stay here with me. Remember, this is what I hold them accountable for when we are in different scenarios. So all of it is training every single time. Never waste a possibility of training like this, because again, this is here in a controlled setting. No, Emma, down. So see, holding her accountable. She anticipated, put her back, only with the e-collar. This is a controlled setting. Out there in the real world, in stores, restaurants, malls, whatever, wherever you are with your dog, you're gonna have a whole bunch of more distractions. This is very much controlled. It's a fenced in environment. There's nobody else here, just me. So I can practice this all the time. Because out there in the real world, they cannot make any mistakes. This is why you hold them accountable. This is why you punish the bad behavior. I just showed you right here an example of punishment. Nothing happened. She just went back into her place. Everything's good. So she's not traumatized. She's not afraid of me. She's fine. And this is what people need to understand. Don't believe the hype, people. Punishment is very simple. I like to tell you that when you punish the dog is going to be afraid of you and all that. Everybody says that this is a shock collar or the dog is super afraid. They're not. Watch this. Heel. Heel. Good girls. You see this? You see how excited they are to come and walk next to me? How energetic they get when I call them back? You see there's no problem here. On a practical level, this is how you put it to the test. Put those theories to the test. Down. People. Down. See, it's very easy to create a fantasy and say, oh, the dog is going to be afraid of you. But in fact, they're not. Dogs are very objective. Oh, this is a punishment. Okay, what do I have to do to correct it? This. Okay, good. I'm fine. So punishment always comes with guidance. This is what I'm telling them. I'm telling them what to do. Look at that. So it's like I said, put every theory to the test, right? People tell you, oh, punishment will traumatize the dog. Try it out. See it for yourself. Don't believe me. Try it yourself. I'm here teaching you how to do this with my own dogs. Now tell me, have you tried with your own dogs? What was their response? Were they traumatized? Did they run away from you? Or what? Down. Good. See, I just marked the good behavior the same way as I mark the bad behavior. And it's always going to be about markers. In a fair training, you're going to mark good the same way as you're going to mark bad. But this is holding dogs accountable. You can never enjoy a true life of companionship with your dog when you don't do this. I just want to make it very simple for you guys. Here. Good girls. And I do this all the time with them. All the time. So there's no mystery. There's no torture chamber. They're here enjoying the outside world. They're free. They just have to be held accountable to make the right choices. That's all.